May 12, 2024. Officers responded to a residence following reports of a disturbance.
And for Greenville, it's one child on the porch, about 45 years old. Mother and child are still on the porch, and the mother said to be beating the child.
Okay, yeah, it looks like she keeps beating. Yeah, so we get closer to the house. Let's turn off our lights and sirens so mom doesn't hear and then hide from us. You know, because I would rather catch mom outside the house. Well, on the right side of the street.
We're turning right?
No, at the intersection, we're going to turn left.
Oh, okay.
I've been showing up with my friends, but she has not shown up.
So you're babysitting the kids?
At this point.
Yeah.
You're the only adult here right now?
Oh! I'm so mad. I'm like, you know what?
What are you upset over right now?
I'm just like, just don't say your own.
So the officer pulled up and saw her literally banging on the window, and the two kids just traumatized, crying their eyeballs out. She is literally freaking out these kids, screaming and yelling. But it sounds like these aren't even her kids. Who let this girl babysit their kids? She doesn't seem like she got it going on all the way there. Whosoever let her babysit their kids needs some talking to. Because they should have known she is not fit to babysit any kid. Because it sounds like these are not her children. It could be her children, but it sounds like they are not. Let's see.
Do that, and you're not going to do that.
Oh, so you're upset that your father wouldn't come up?
This is her residence. I'm not a weirdo. Like, I'm not just going, I'm mad. My lives in.
Do you want to try calling her? See where she's at right now?
I'm mad. I'm not going to mad. I'm livid.
So, what can we do to help the situation? You know, because we want to help you. How are you guys doing? Is mom at work right now? So what are you guys doing today? You guys good? Yeah. What happened, buddy? Were you guys crying? What can we help you with?
I just want
There's a rash on her bug from you falling. What are you sorry for?
Hey, Morgan, can we call her mom?
Yes.
What are you sorry for?
I'm so bad. Yeah, autistic. I'm sorry. My kids are like autistic.
They're both autistic, you say? Yeah. Do you watch them regularly, or is this a special
Every
situation?
day, like, these are my kids.
You said these are your kids?
These are my babies.
So now there are her children? And both of them are autistic according to her? Wow. Wow. Now, let's play devil's advocate for a little bit. Two autistic children, and she seemed like a young mom too. It appears that maybe she is dealing with all of this on her own, because autistic children, they're going to have a lot of needs. They need 24-hour care. Both of them are autistic, according to her. That's a lot of work for one person. So maybe she is going through a mental breakdown because of all the stress that she has been in. Where is the dad? That's the question. Where is the dad? Because two autistic children, it would be a lot of work for two people, the mom and dad. And imagine this young mom has to take on all of this work, not only taking care of herself, but her two children who are special needs. That's a lot of work for one person to deal with. Where is the dad? Is he around? Is he in the life? Is he in his kid's life? Or is he helping her taking care of these children? We don't know. So far, we don't know. But right now, what we can see, we have two children, possibly autistic children, with a young mom who appears to be going through some sort of mental breakdown. Or she could be drunk, or she could be high, or she could possibly struggle with mental issues, which is extremely bad for these kids. These kids are already going through a lot, much less being traumatized the way they are right now in this moment with mom screaming and yelling and banging on the windows. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here. And unfortunately, the kids are suffering for it or from it. Let's see if the dad is going to be mentioned at some point. Because again, if this young mom, is struggling with these two kids by herself, that's not right. That's not right. It's not right for her and for the kids.
Are you having a rough patch right now? Is there a grandma we can call?
My daddy was living right now.
Who else is around that we can call for you?
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. So sorry.
Morgan, where's your phone here? Let's look at a phone number.
Please don't want you. I don't trust people. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I don't really trust you around with them right now because your mental state, you're very agitated, you know. So I'm like worried about your kids. So I'm hoping we can get someone.
Me, it's okay. It's like.
Yeah. So
Please,
let's call someone to help you with your situation.
I'm
with your
okay
kids.
though.
No, so I don't think you are. I can smell the alcohol on you. I see your behavior. Let's get someone over here to help you with the kids. At least give you a break, a mental break, so you can decompress. It seems like you're wound up
I
really
don't
tight right
like
now.
it. Like what's been, but I'm okay.
Yeah, because the neighbors said they saw you throwing your kids up against the wall. So
What? Who did that?
the neighbors across the street. Yeah, so
Can you bring them over here?
no, we're not going to bring
Can you
anyone
bring them
here.
over here? Oh,
No, so that's why I'm
No,
asking
can
if you
you
can
bring
call
them?
someone. No, why don't we call someone first?
Who
Can we
did
call
that?
someone? You did, from what they said.
I did not. I never. I can never. Come on.
Yeah, so is there a phone number we can call? Have someone come up here? Morgan?
And her attitude is very up and down. As you can see, she went from crying. When the officers first pulled up, she was screaming and banging on the window. Then she went crying, apologizing, and now she is mad. The officer went wrong, though, by pointing out the complainant. The complainant is the neighbor directly across the street from where this house is at. It sounds like it's her dad's house. That can cause conflict very easily between her and the neighbor. The officer should have never pointed out who called. He should have said, yes, somebody called and say they saw this. But he directly pointed out the complainant. He should have never done that. He should have never done that. Especially we don't know this girl's mental state. As you can see, she is very up and down. Her attitude is very up and down. Who's to say when the officer leaves, or let's say they happen to arrest her for something, she's going to get out of jail at some point. Or when the officer leaves, she's going to remain where she's at. Who's to say she don't go across the street and cause a major problem with the neighbor? The officer should have never done that. That officer put the neighbors in harm's way by literally pointing them out. He should have never did that. Again, he should have said somebody called us, that's why we're here. But he should never point out exactly who called them there. So far, though, the officer has been doing more good than bad. He seemed like he's genuinely concerned for her mental state and is trying to get her help. He's also genuinely concerned for the kids, as he expressed to her. And he wants to get those kids away from her because of her mental state in this moment. So overall, good work by the officer so far. But that was a rookie move by pointing out the complainant to her.
Morgan, I need you to work with us so we can help your
you to work
situation.
with me.
Yes. Okay, so let's get someone else involved here.
I don't like that. Okay, let's see what's going on.
Tell me what's going on because I don't see what.
No, you tell me what's going on.
We were called here because of the disturbance that's going on between you and your kids. So I'm trying to help this.
I don't even have. I stay in Ravenna. I stay in Ravenna. I don't stay here, and that's why I'm lit right now. That's why I'm like, That's why I'm like,
Because you say
why is she
Ravenna?
so?
You're upset
I'm
because you say
on
Ravenna?
ass right now. I'm on ass right now. My baby kid. Oh. This is my.
Yeah, Morgan, you need to articulate with your words because I'm not.
No, you need to. No, you need to. This woman right here, her woman is woman. She is my curate's person. I don't know what you're not getting.
I'm not getting why you're
What are you
not
not
giving
getting?
us a phone number so we can call someone.
Okay,
to
let's
intervene
do that. Let's
in
do
your
that.
situation. So where's your phone number?
Shoot.
Your phone looks like it's right over here on the
Oh, thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Morgan, you're not being very nice. We're being very
No,
respectful.
I'm
with you.
trying to-
By
I'm trying to-
calling
I'm
him a
trying to
bitch.
be
That's not nice.
Reserved, and he's not. Oh,
Look,
you go ahead.
we
You
come
go ahead.
here. We come
No,
here
you
as
go ahead.
friends.
But you go ahead. But you go ahead.
Listen, you and I are friends. Whether
I'm
you like
trying
it or not.
to be.
We are friends.
I'm
Okay?
trying to be.
Okay,
So
friends
you
don't
go
call
ahead.
each other bitches. Okay, that's not a friendly thing to do.
But you not, Morgan.
Please, Morgan.
Morgan.
Work
I
with
know
me.
what my name is.
Yes.
Don't
Okay,
do
so I
that.
just want.
I'm talking about.
Let's call someone, please.
It's not fucking. I'm trying to help my friend. And I'm also trying to help my.
Is this your daughter? What's your daughter's name?
This is my. Oh my god, I want to call my dad right now. Like, oh my god. I'm trying to be cool. My.
Wow. Yeah, her attitude is very up and down. Very, very up and down. This is definitely not normal behavior. This is definitely not normal behavior. Those kids could very well be in serious danger. Mom could be having a severe mental breakdown because of all the stress that she is under. She could be drunk or high. She could be suffering from some sort of manic episode. We don't know for sure, but her behavior is very unstable. It is not normal. And it's so bad for those kids because both of them, as she say, are autistic and has to deal with this. Look how young those kids are. Look how young those kids are. There are 2 cars in this driveway right now. It's possible somebody is at home. She said that's her dad's house. Dad could very well be at home but don't want anything to do with her. Which is crazy if you think about it. Dad could be at home but don't want to open the door for her even though she's with her 2 young children. Which means, so if dad is at home and he doesn't want to open the door, it's a possibility they have been dealing with this type of attitude from her for a very long time now. because it usually takes a while before people are tired of dealing with your mess. But if she is truly sick, suffering from mental illness, it is not her fault. If she is only having a mental breakdown because of having to do with dealing with all this stress with her kids and having to support herself, it could be partially her fault, right? Maybe she went wrong somewhere. The dad is not helping her, and now she is left with two young autistic kids by herself. It could be partially her fault, but the dad should definitely be there to help her. So she is at her dad's house. Her kid's dad is nowhere around. It's a possibility he is not helping her with these kids, which is very, very tough. Again, that's a lot for one person to deal with. She could be very well having a mental breakdown.
Daddy literally was like, Morgan, this. Oh my God.
I'm going to talk to you guys from the car so that it's not obvious. Did you guys call us? Did any of you guys call us? I'm parking here to make it not look like I'm involving you.
But yeah, we saw, we were out here looking.
Can you tell me what happened?
The only thing that I saw was that, like, she was out there yelling at the little boy. Like, somebody said that she threw the little girl down, but she was definitely yelling at the little boy, like, what the F are you talking about? Shut the F up, like, pulling him and stuff.
And I think she locked him out. She locked him out. She was abusing us.
Hold on, one at a time, so I sure I can hear. You go first, sweetheart. You were going.
She had pushed her daughter to the stairs.
Like down the stairs or in onto the stairs?
Up the stairs. Like she pushed
Oh,
her
okay.
And she pushed her head in the door.
Like hit her head into the door?
It looked she was cussing and yelling at her in her face. Like they were.
Do you know what side of the head she would have hit the door on?
Yeah, the front.
Like right in the front?
Yeah, she did this. She pushed her. No, but she didn't push her daughter into the door. She pushed the son with the green pants.
Son with the green pants into the door? Okay.
And then she locked them out and they were banging.
Okay, so the little boy in green pants was the one that was slammed into the door.
Yes.
The little girl was pushed up the stairs.
Yeah, and I saw her. I think I saw her hitting the baby.
The one that's in the stroller.
She was grabbing her. She was like, "Shut up! Shut up! I'm trying to do something right now. Shut up!"
Okay.
She said, "Shut her hitting the baby." Shut up! She said, "Shut up! You were." And so, and I'm doing something right now. So up.
Okay. All right. All right. So what we'll do is we'll consider you guys still anonymous, but since you're standing here and I don't want to draw attention, I was like, oh, I'll park over here and kind of whatever. We're gonna investigate it and see. I haven't been over there to talk to the children yet, so I'll see what we can find out, and if we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Have you guys seen this before?
No. Yes. I saw this before. Yeah, she does this a lot. She actually does this a lot.
Yeah, she do a lot of drinks. She do a lot of yelling and cursing.
Okay. All right, you guys. I appreciate all your help. Okay. You guys go have fun and be safe. All right.
So as we just heard from the neighborhood kids, they witnessed this mom doing this more than once before. This is not the first time. This is not the first time. This has been repeated behavior from her. Like I said, she says she's at her dad's house. There's two cars in the driveway, which means dad could very well be there. But he doesn't want to open the door for her because he does not want to deal with her. He has been dealing with her and her attitude for a very long time now. But what's causing the attitude, that's still unknown. There could be a lot of variables because she does not, just looking at her in the face, she does not appears to be all the way there. Which means there is something going on with her mentally. Or she could be drunk or high. And the kids are dealing with this over and over and over again. And these are not older kids. These are very young children. They look to be 2 to 3 years old. That mom, she needs to be checked out herself. She needs to be checked out. That's not normal behavior. However, the kids cannot keep going through this, though. That's not good for the kids to be dealing with. Let's continue.
Yeah, call him, please.
Can you, like, I don't know. I can't. You called me this morning.
Can I see what kind of charger it is?
Please, I don't care. Just, like, my daughter said I can't talk to him. I'm sorry.
Here, you want to have a seat? There you go.
Thank you. I should have to, like, talk back. My dad did not play about me. And I play about my
Hey, so I have your phone on the charger right now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, sweetie. How are you? You okay? Are you hurt? It's okay. Can you look at me?
Yeah.
Are you scared? Your head hurts? Your head hurts. Okay, so, oh, he does have bruising on his head. This is the one that they said slammed. He's got right here. And he does have a bit of a knot.
I don't know what y'all do.
Wow. So she put her hands on the kid. Well, not just put her hands, she slammed him, from what the neighborhood kids said just now. And the officer observed bruising on the kid's head. Not good. Those kids are absolutely in danger. With mom erratic behavior, her attitude is very up and down. She is not acting normal. Those neighborhood kids said they saw her multiple times behaving in this manner. They literally said they saw her slamming the kid. The officer just checked the kid and saw bruising. It didn't take her long before she observed the bruising. And there's a knot on the kid's head. And the kid is crying. No good. No good. Somebody needs to get this girl checked out and possibly get her whatever help she needs, but she still has to pay for abusing these kids or this kid. Without a doubt, she got to pay for that. She got to pay for that. And again, so far we heard nothing about the kid's dad. Where's the dad? This people really got to stop doing this, man. You're leaving your kids out here with unstable people, not knowing what's going on because you're not checking in on time or even trying to be in the kid's life. Y'all dudes got to step up and stop doing this. Stop doing this. Stop leaving your kids and not checking up on them. Now we have an unstable mom abusing the kids, and you are off doing whatever you're doing, and you're not checking in. Well, I can't say you're not checking in, but it appears you're not, because the neighborhood kid said that this mom does this a lot, where the kids are being yelled at and mistreated. So if the dad is out there somewhere, if he was checking in, the kids wouldn't be going through this. Now, dad could be deceased. We don't know. That's why I said, if you are still out there, you got to keep checking in. You got to keep checking in. These kids are in harm's way and nobody is protecting them. Nobody is protecting them. If the dad is out there, this can't keep happening. And she is not the only single mom out there with kids, dealing with kids on her own. There are plenty of single mothers out there with kids. The dad is still around, meaning he's out there somewhere and not checking in on these kids. Got to stop doing that, dudes.
Well, so we need to try to get someone over here to help you.
Tell me to what?
I'll handle the kids right now, because it seems like you're a little bit out of control right now. You're irate about something.
I want to be with me.
What's his last name?
My life.
Hey, Adam. We're gonna go through the house. Are you gonna be out here with her?
Hey, can you spell that again?
Okay, but you can't buy on her. Thank you.
What are we talking about? Come on now. I'm gonna crack. I want to talk to my friend.
Yeah, he's in the ambulance right
No,
now.
I want to talk to you.
He's hurt. He's hurt. He has a big bump on himself.
No.
Okay, Morgan, turn your back towards us,
I
please.
say, open these hoes, man.
Turn your back towards us, please.
Okay. My dad is not gonna like this.
Morgan, I put your phone on the charger so we can call your dad.
Oh
Okay?
my God,
Is
thank
that
you
good?
so much.
You're welcome.
Oh man.
Because we're friends, right?
I'm not your friend.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not your friend.
Yeah.
Call my daddy.
It's a lot of stuff.
Call my daddy. Call my dad.
Morgan,
Call my dad. Call my dad. Let's talk.
Hi, this is Bob Valdi here from Southeast. Alright, we have Morgan Staten back in our jail.
It's Staten. It's not Staten. It's Staten.
Staten. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it is. Oh my God. You know how many
Please.
are my babies okay?
Yeah, they're
Are my babies okay?
They're in the ambulance. You put them in the
No.
ambulance.
I put one in the ambulance.
Okay, are you proud of that?
No, you're part of that.
I'm not proud of
You're
that.
part of that.
I feel so bad.
My
for those
ambulances
kids.
are amazing. Are you okay? You can't do that to me. I'm amazing, mom. Yeah. You're a lame ass. My daddy loved me. My daddy loved me.
You still love I'm dumb, not drunk.
Shut the f up. No, I don't.
Okay.
You lame ass.
I'm
Shut up. You don't know nothing like I said. My daddy don't know nothing. He knows nothing.
Wow. Could you imagine being the dad to this girl's kids? Could you imagine sharing kids with this girl? Could you imagine being the one to have gotten this girl pregnant? Man, as you heard she said just now, she didn't put her kids in the ambulance. She only put one in the ambulance. She only put one in the ambulance by her own admission. Now, what was she referring to? What was she referring to? Did she admit it to harming the kids or the kid? Remember, the neighborhood kids said they witnessed her beating or shoving the kid head into somewhere, into something. The female officer observed a knot on the kid's head and bruising. She just admitted that she put one of them in the ambulance. Wow. Again, it sucks that these kids has to endure all of this. It sucks, and she definitely needs to pay for that. But her mental state also needs to be assessed because they can't release these kids back to her. Not with her situation, not with what she got going on. And the neighborhood kids said that this happened multiple times before. It can't keep happening. There is no way they can release these kids back to this girl. No way. Those kids have already endured quite a bit. Quite a bit. Look at her behavior. What is really going on with her? What is really going on? Hopefully we find out at some point. Let's continue.
Cut the shit, okay? This is the nurses.
Okay, cool. Should have been did that.
Andrea, so I have
Calling from the hospital.
I'm here. Morgan Janae Staten calling. I'm here.
Hi, this is Jordan calling from the hospital. I'm just calling to get consent to treat these two beautiful babes that we have here and make sure they're okay.
Are they okay?
They look like it, but I need your consent to start treating them and making sure. Do I have your consent?
Just tell yes.
Yes, they're okay, but I'm just asking you, what are you consenting them with? What's going on?
Right now, I'm just consenting for a doctor to even look at them. We can't do anything without a parent's consent, and we want to make sure they're okay. So I need you to tell me yes, so a doctor can just evaluate them and make sure they have nothing on them.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. All I think that needs is he's going through the asthma with him, but do not treat him with anything. I don't trust nobody. I ain't gonna lie to you. Don't treat. But as far as Nubia, just give her some little to do. I'm going to see my baby in like less than 12. Yeah, less than 12 hours soon.
All right, thank you.
They're just being annoying.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are we good here?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, then thank you.
Come on me.
Well, you and I are
I
friends.
said, what's going? No, I'm not your friend,
you
my
are.
homie.
Yes, you are.
I'm not your
Yes,
friend.
it's too late.
You
We're
are
friends.
delusional. You're
No,
delusional.
we're friends.
I'm not your friend,
Yeah,
my.
friends.
I'm not your friend, my.
It's too late.
I'm never gonna ever be your friend.
Yes.
I said like I said. I said like I said. When it comes to my kids, don't you ever in your motherfucking life, like I said. You're not gonna shit to me. I'm just not scared of nothing.
Morgan.
Let me know what's going on. Like I
We
said.
are still friends, okay? So
What
don't
are you
talk
talking
like that.
about?
That's not nice. Come on, no.
This is
No, you are
straight
a
into
classy
the
lady.
thing.
Don't say
I
stuff
am
like
very
that.
classy.
Yes, you are,
But
and I
don't you
agree.
ever play with me like
No
I
one's
said.
playing with you.
Don't you ever play with me.
We are all friends here, Morgan.
This is part of the process of chocolate.
I'm sorry. Can I call my kids mine?
There's a phone over here.
Can I
There's a
call my
phone.
kids mama? Can I please call my mom?
Yeah, there's a telephone
I
in
don't
here.
want to talk to my kids.
Following the arrest, the woman was charged with 2 counts of endangering children and 1 count of disorderly conduct.
Good. 2 counts of endangering children, 1 count of disorderly conduct. Man, I hope something is done with those kids where they don't have to get back in her care. I truly hope so. As we looked at the display that she put on from the start of this video up until this point, her personality, her attitude has been very, very unstable. And by her own admission, those 2 kids are autistic. We just heard the nurse ask for her consent to treat the children. She said no to the little boy, even though he is autistic. And he is under a lot of stress right now because of what's going on. He has been physically abused in a severe way, and she don't want the kid to be treated. She don't trust nobody, and she don't care. She don't want the kid to be treated. That's crazy. That is crazy. Let me know what you guys thought of this one. Leave me a comment down below. As always, I'll see you on the other one.